everyone, my name is Abha and today we're going to be talking about empathy. But before we start, click that like and subscribe button. Let's start. Have you ever thought of another person in another situation, even if it weren't you? Most of the time we actually don't, and that shouldn't be the case. We should have empathy and love, compassion for everybody we meet. What is empathy? That must be a burning question. Empathy is putting yourself in another person's situation, putting yourself in another person's shoe, thinking what they must be thinking. There is a golden rule for this in the Bible, Matthew 7 verse 12. Do unto others as you would have them to do unto you. Let's see a story on empathy. Once upon a time, there was a little girl. Her name was Emily. Emily was bubbly and very intelligent. One day, there was a new girl in school. Her name was Julia. She was very shy and timid. She would hide, and most of the time, she would just be alone, sit there doing nothing. Well, then the other kids decided to play on their own. They played, had fun, and no one paid much attention to Julia. Emma didn't like this, but what could she do? So she decided to ask advice from her mother. She went to her mother and said, "Mother, this is the case." Her mother said, "What would you want another person to do to you?" Emma thought and thought and thought some more. She thought a lot and came to a conclusion and said, "Mother, I would like a friend, someone who's with me all the time." Her mother said, "Do the same with Julia." Then the next day, Emma went and sat next to Julia, helped her in all of her studies. Then at lunch, they both sat together and ate lunch. At recess, both of them played skipping rope. Turns out, Julia was really good at it. After a few days, Emma decided to tell the other kids that Julia was not so bad, and if they cooperate with her, Julia is definitely a really good child. So everybody started playing with Julia. Julia started to become an extrovert. Slowly, the class had a place for everybody. And now Julia was a completely changed girl. Not shy, not timid, a complete extrovert, just like her best friend Emma. The end. See that? Because Emma put herself in Julia's situation, Julia became a whole new, different, great person. You should always put yourself in another person's situation. You should always have empathy. In spite you getting nothing, you should still help out. You should try and figure out. You should put the pieces of the puzzle together and try and figure out what another person must be feeling. That is empathy. It's a complex emotion and you have to help others. I hope you show empathy and I do hope you like this video. Thank you and bye.